Hey there guys, so doing a little medical cannabis update. You may remember that 6 months ago, or is it? No, it's like a year ago now, sorry. Like almost a year ago, I got prescribed medical cannabis. To be honest with you, I didn't really use it that much. I only used the 14% CBD one. I used that quite a lot for a month, and then it was gone and I didn't get it again. I did use a little bit of the 5% THC one, but I didn't really use it like enough. I didn't really give it enough chance. I only used it like in small amounts, infrequently. So I didn't really get the full benefit of it. So I thought recently, maybe now I'm feeling in a different place, like I'm a little bit better than I was back then. Maybe I could try it again and see if it had a different effect. Like maybe I felt better this time around. Maybe it had more benefits this time around, who knows. So I got a new prescription. I got prescribed the 5% THC, 10% CBD Adven EMB-1, which costed, I think it costed about £65 for 10 grams. So that's not bad, I guess. Smells nice. Smells alright. My sense of smell and taste is kind of crap, to be honest, so I'm not going to tell you what it tastes like because I'd give you just the wrong answer. Like I'd say something stupid like chocolate or something, and it's probably not that at all. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like weed, I guess. That's all I can say. It doesn't smell really pokey. It's not like the illegal weed that I remember that would like blow your sort of nostrils off. It's kind of more like just subtle. Smooth, not overpowering. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, man. You'll have to get someone else to do that. But yeah, it's just weed, I guess. I'm not gonna give you a bunch of like, yeah, it smells like roses and shit. Like, no, it doesn't really smell like anything. It just smells like weed. So yeah, so this is a balanced strain, the Adven EMB-1. It's a balanced strain. And yeah, I've been filling up the bowl like of the vape, 0.1 grams, that bowl is. And yeah, I vape it before bed. Now, usually I struggle to sleep. I still struggle to sleep, but what I do, I think the weed does help me sleep. I think that once I get to like 185, once I get to a certain point of like the second or third one, I feel like it's easier to just sort of switch off. I am using it every night. I did use it today in the morning, which was the first time I used it in the morning. I don't usually, but I used one bowl, 0.1 grams, and I used it at a temperature of 180. And I feel like what it did is it didn't make me less anxious. Like I wasn't, well, it's weird. It's like I was less bothered by any anxiety that I had. So even if I did have more, I was less bothered by it. It's kind of strange to explain, but it's like, yeah, whatever. That's basically it. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, it kind of just, the anxiety's still there, but it's kind of just like, okay, whatever. Which kind of doesn't make sense, but it's like, I guess the only way you could describe it is like, you take your anxiety less seriously. It doesn't necessarily take it away, but it's less serious. And that's the way I feel today. Like, I feel like even if my anxiety came on, like it was bad, I feel like I'd just be like, ugh, whatever. I don't really have the energy for it right now. That's basically how I feel. So yeah, so I don't feel as sharp as I usually do, but yeah, I do feel a bit more chilled out. But yeah, so I'm gonna use it in the evening, carry on using it in the evening. I feel like if I'm 100% honest with you, I don't know if it's like helpful or not. And I feel like for me, I don't think being high helps me. I can tell you that, like, I don't think the act of actually being high helps me, but I think that there might be something where it's like, it's kind of like a balancing effect. Like the next day, you feel like less stressed because you've had that high. If that makes any sense? Like, you're less stressed because you've been high. Like, it's just sort of that, it's like that blur between recreational and medical, I guess. Because I do like, I have noticed that I do like winding down with it. Like, it's kind of like, you know, I just lay in bed and I whack out, you know, I start making a few bowls, and, you know, even that is therapeutic in itself, the act of actually doing it, and that act of sort of preparing the bowls and preparing it and sitting there and, you know, breathing it and tasting it, and you know, like, all of it is kind of like a whole thing. It's kind of like almost like a meditation. And it's like, yeah, you could meditate, but what I notice with meditation is that sometimes meditation can like intensify your thoughts. Can, like, you know, if you're overthinking something and you try and meditate, sometimes it can sort of make it worse. I guess it's because I'm meditating wrong, but whatever. Sometimes that is the way it works for me, so whatever. Whereas this, usually I'll just be like sort of like deeper into, like, I'll listen to some music and the music will just sort of seem a little bit deeper, and whatever was on my mind is a little less stronger. So in that sense, I think maybe it does have a benefit. I just don't know whether or not I want to rely on it as an everyday thing, but I'm going to try it for 30 days, and for 30 days I'm just going to use, like, you know, like 0.2 to 0.5 grams per day. I'm going to keep it to the evening. I don't think using it in the day, I don't think using it in the morning helps me, because I feel like it takes away, like, my motivation is already kind of garbage, so like I don't think it really helps too much, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna use it in the evening, and yeah, I'm just gonna carry on with this EMB-1, like the is it EMB-1? Yeah, EMB-1, 5% THC. So I'm just gonna carry on using it, and I'm gonna wait to see if it has like a long-term benefit. Because as I say, like, I don't think it's the high that helps, but I think it's like, maybe it's like a long-term. I don't know, but I'm gonna carry on using it. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear, like, if anyone else feels the same way that I do about it, like how it improves your anxiety, like, or like your rumination, or like PTSD symptoms or stuff like that. I'd be interested to hear, like, if you feel like it's the act of being high, or if it's like the day after, if that makes any sense. Or if sometimes you can feel more anxious while you're high, because that's how I feel. Like, I feel like when it hits you, like, it doesn't really hit you like street weed does, but when it sort of comes on and you realise that you're a bit high, you know, whether or not that can make you more anxious, but like, you have less overall anxiety in day-to-day sort of stuff. Because that's how I feel right now. I feel like maybe that's how it's working. Like, there can be a little bit more initial anxiety, and then there can be less after. I'm not sure, I haven't worked it out. I'm just going to keep on doing it and not think into it too much. But yeah, so I'll have another video in like 4 weeks' time about if I'm going to carry on doing it, or has it had a benefit. Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to hear if it helps you. And if you have any questions about medical cannabis or recovery or psilocybin or anything else, feel free to leave it below. I'll see you in the next one.